Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and this is going to be my review for this week of Big Brother. As you guys know, I'm doing weekly Big Brother reviews. In case you guys didn't know, I am doing weekly Big Brother reviews. This is going to be my review for episodes 24 to episode 26. Now, let's talk about my initial thoughts on this week. This was one of the most boring weeks I've seen in Big Brother till tonight. These last two episodes, Sundays and Wednesdays, I hated them. I hated them. I'm not sugarcoating anything here. I hated them. I hated Sunday's episode. I hated last night's episode. Tonight's episode was good. Okay, tonight's episode was really good. However, Sundays and Wednesdays, I hated them. Okay, I really did. Now let's talk about specifically what I did hate about them. First of all, so, of course, we go from Thursday. Frankie and Derek have won HOH. They're the two HOHs and everything. And they're trying to figure out who to put up. Now, of course, they decide, let's not let's not put Victoria up on the block. Yeah, that's a really smart decision. I mean, she's only not done anything. It's like, you're gaining her trust for what? To just stay in the game and float around? I mean, why are you gaining trust from a floater? That's just laziness, really. Victoria is the ultimate floater. She's been there for God knows how long. She does not deserve to be there, in my opinion. She needs to leave now, and when they did that, I was just like, alright, fine, whatever. But basically, what ends up happening is that Derek puts up the stronger... I like that they did this. Derek and Frankie, they did want to work together. I like that, definitely. But at the same time, I really don't care about Derek. I don't care about Frankie anymore. And let's talk about the worst thing that they did. Okay. So, let me ask you guys if this makes any sense. And also, people have been complaining about this. The nomination rule. If you are HOH, you're not allowed to tell people they're getting nominated. Well, they've, broken that rule many, many times, and no one has done anything about it. Because of this, nomination rule was trending on Twitter. That's why it was trending, and, it makes sense, definitely, because it's like, you shouldn't tell people they're getting nominated. You just shouldn't. It ruins your game. It ruins things, definitely. You should not tell people you're nominating them. It's just, in my opinion, is not a good decision, and not good on your part, definitely. It's not a good thing to do. So, of course, Derek and Frankie, they're planning on putting up, Derek's putting up Caleb, and, Frankie is putting up, Donnie. No, Derek is putting up Donnie, and Frankie is putting up, Caleb, and the plan is basically to draw Skittles. Yeah, I'm not kidding. They draw Skittles, like, Frankie even said, Frankie brings up, should we just draw Skittles, jokingly, and then that's literally what they do. They pick Skittles, and then whoever's candy it lands on, that's who gets nominated? What? What? What is this? What are you, little children here? Seriously, it's not that hard to nominate people. I understand you didn't want to turn against your Detonators Alliance, but seriously, this Detonators Alliance is not going to last that much longer. You're in the top fucking 8. There's only, like, half the house left, and the only people that are not in this alliance are Donnie and Victoria. So seriously, this Detonators Alliance... Like, we all, everyone's in it except for Donnie and Victoria. So, honestly, the Detonators Alliance, there's no point of it even lasting anymore. But, Cody goes up for, Frankie, and Christine goes up for, Donnie. Speaking of Cody and Christine, let's talk about them. Alright, so, Christine, you're married. And why are you flirting with Cody if you're married, okay? There's a key word there. Married. Till death do you part. Why are you flirting with Cody? I understand it's a good strategy, but not when you're married. What is your husband going to say to this? Like, seriously. I find that, like, extremely stupid that she is trying to have a flirtmance with Cody when she's married. I find that extremely stupid, in my opinion. I find it just really dumb. Just, honestly, it's really dumb. And it's really just really annoying in my opinion. I'm kind of sick of that, definitely. I'm not kind of sick of it. I'm very sick of it. I think it's one of the most annoying things ever, and I really hope that relationship stops, because I do not support it at all. Let's talk about the only thing I actually liked in this episode of Sunday's episode, was that Frankie and Donnie are Frankie and Zach they are not on good terms at all. They're not even working together. They're not on good terms at all. Frankie, throughout the whole episode of Sunday and Wednesday, kept thinking, should I turn on Zach? Is that the right thing to do? He kept thinking that. And basically, Zach and Donnie, they're working together, and I think that's very good because, you know, Zach's a really nice guy. He and Donnie, you know, they had that really nice conversation on last Thursday's episode, so it makes sense that they work together. I like that they're working together. That's one of the few things that I liked here is that Zach and Donnie, they are working together. I was cute to see them work together. I like their little alliance that they have. I like that they're working together, definitely. I really do enjoy that. So yeah, definitely very good that they're working together. So now let's talk about, basically on Sunday's episode, then we have the stupidest challenges. I hate these challenge. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be honest here. I hate these in the dark challenges. I hated it last year. I hate it this year. When they go in the dark looking for a bone, I find it so stupid. You're in the fucking dark. Like, seriously. What do you expect to happen? It's not gonna work out. If I was in the dark, like, I don't know what I would do. Seriously, it's in the dark. It's really stupid in my opinion, and it's just really dumb. It makes the house guests look like idiots. You got Christine throwing all her bones. This really proves how stupid Christine is. I don't know if she was intentionally doing this or not, but she's giving her bones to the other team. Seriously, she should be giving her bones to Donnie. Meanwhile, Donnie's finding all these bones, and she's giving all the bones to the other team. Like, what is wrong with you? Seriously, it really makes them look like idiots. But Donnie literally, luckily ends up winning it, and that was a good thing that Donnie and Christine end up going off the block. So their plan is actually, Derek is dethroned as HOH, and the plan did not work because Frankie told Derek that he wants Derek to stay permanent HOH, and that did not happen. So that ended up not happening, so yeah, that's what ended up happening there. And now let's get to Wednesday's episode, which I absolutely hated even more. Alright, there were things I liked about Sunday's episode, but Wednesday's episode, no. 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 Wednesday's episode, I hated with a passion. A passion. First of all, let's talk about the Zing bot, or should I call it the compliment bot. The prop bot. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Seriously, how long has Zingbot been on the show? Zingbot's been on the show since it started, and it's always been a fun thing to watch. But the whole thing of the Zingbot being broken and, giving compliments to people, that's one of the dumbest things Big Brother's done. Seriously, this really shows that Big Brother is running out of twists, definitely. Like, that seriously just really shows how stupid, the Zingbot has become. It really shows how stupid the show has become, and they're really running out of things to do, definitely. You can definitely tell that with the Zingbot. When Kathy Griffin came on, I liked the zings that she said, especially Caleb's, and Caleb's was very funny. When she told Caleb, you would do anything till death do you part with Amber, but Amber wants you to drop dead. That was funny. What she said to Christine with her disproving, about wearing glasses, that was funny. But I found it really stupid, honestly. I really found it stupid. It was really shitty. It was just not really funny at all, in my opinion. I thought it was really stupid. So then, of course, what ends up happening is that they have to do this whole challenge. The POV challenge is to basically see who can reboot Zingbot, and Frankie ends up winning. Seriously? Seriously? Can we just get Frankie out of the house? Seriously, guys, I'm not kidding. Evict Frankie is currently trending on Twitter. That's how many people hate Frankie. Frankie's Twitter account was hacked. That's how many people hate Frankie. His fucking account was hacked. I'm not kidding. It was completely hacked. That's how many people hate Frankie. Okay? That's what I'll say there, is that's how many people hate Frankie. So now, let's talk about, so yeah, that's basically what ended up happening there. And then when the Zingbot gave that one great zing to Cody about Christine's husband, I laughed my ass off, because that was probably one of the funniest zings ever. I agree with Caleb, it's one of the funniest zings I've ever seen on this show, by far. It was absolutely hilarious. That was just really funny, in my opinion. The way that was done was very funny, and I personally really enjoyed that, definitely. I thought that was definitely very funny. And that was one of the only few things that I liked about this episode, was the whole Zingbot giving out zings. I like that. So meanwhile, Derek does not think he can trust Donnie. He really doesn't think he's on a good path with Donnie, Team America aside. And of course, Team America's mission. Ugh, Team America. Just seriously, abandon this twist, abandon it. Because what they did this week, okay, I thought the whole neighborhood watch thing was funny. But accusing Zach of being the saboteur makes no sense at all. Like, it makes no sense. It would make sense if it was, say, you know, it just does not make sense that Zach was the saboteur. And the way that Frankie basically framed him for doing that, it was just very rude to him, especially because Zach and Frankie just had this very good conversation about him backdooring Victoria. And Frankie's, you know, at the 11th hour is like, no, I'm not going to do that. I think backdooring Zach is the right thing to do. No, backdooring for Victoria is the right thing to do. She hasn't done anything. Yes, you would waste your HOH, but it would just be like, honestly, I wanted Frankie to waste his HOH because he's not a good HOH. Okay? He's not. He's not a good HOH at all. And the whole Team America neighborhood watch thing, I thought it was very disrespectful to Zach. I was not a big fan of that at all. And here, this is when we start the whole disrespectfulness to Zach, because what ends up happening is that, I did find, as I said, the neighborhood watch thing funny. I thought that was definitely funny. But Frankie does not think he can trust Zach anymore. Knowing that everyone doesn't think they can, Frankie decides to backdoor Zach, and that's basically what ended up happening. So what was my opinion of him backdooring Zach? I don't think it was the right thing to do, personally. I don't know why he decided to do this. I thought it was really dumb. Definitely, I thought it was very dumb, in my opinion, and I was not a fan of that at all. Definitely, I was not a fan of that. So after this, then let's go into tonight's episode. Alright, we're finally getting to tonight's episode. We're about to get to the good stuff. Alright, guys, this rant is about to turn into a praised review in a few minutes, once we get to it. But at first, let's talk about the shitty. I'm like Julie Chen, but first, let's get to the shitty stuff. Okay, basically, Zach and Victoria. Seriously, Victoria? Seriously? Can Victoria be any dumber? Victoria's one of the dumbest people that's ever been in this house by far, because she thinks Zach is, like, the devil. He's playfully teasing you. It's like a brother-sister sort of thing. That's my take on what Zach said to Victoria when he was like to her, oh, I love you and things like that. That was him playfully being like a brother to her. That was cute, in my opinion. I thought that was just playfulness, definitely. Victoria takes it way too far, because we actually find out that that hat that Zach's been wearing, the pink hat, is actually Victoria's. So, what does Victoria decide to do? She decides to get a knife and destroy the hat so Zach can never wear it again. Seriously, that was like Zach's good luck charm. Seriously, she really just hates Zach. I did not know that Victoria and Zach hate each other as much as they did. And in my opinion, that was extremely disrespectful to Zach. Yes, I understand it was your hat, Victoria, but you didn't have to go and rip it to shreds. Like, seriously, you could have at least come up with something with Zach, like say, alright, you don't need to take, you know, he could have said to you, alright, I'm not going to take your hat, I'll be fine with it. And I don't know what's going on between the two of them, but I really just, after this episode, I do not like Victoria. I don't. I think she took things way too far. Tearing up the hat, that was way too far. I would have understood maybe hiding the hat from him. That would have been funny to watch, but tearing up the hat, that was way too far in my opinion. I just thought that was not the right thing to do at all, in my opinion. I was not a fan of that, definitely. Definitely I was not a fan of that. So, of course, then the whole neighborhood watch thing is still going on. You know, that's going on as well. And there's 4 minutes left. They do one final round. And that's basically what ends up happening there. And what ends up happening after that? They're talking. That's pretty much all that really was going on there. Really, that's all that really happened. Now, Donnie and Zach, they, Donnie and Zach, they seem to be, patched up very well, and honestly, I'm not upset that Donnie voted out Zach. He did that, basically, because he didn't want the house to go against him, because if they were to think about who would keep Zach, it would be Donnie, because Victoria hates him, everyone in the detonators wants him gone, so obviously Donnie would be the one to, be there for him. Now, I was happy that Donnie actually voted against Zach. Donnie had a lot of balls to do that, definitely. Very difficult decision, and I'm actually happy that Donnie did that, because, I mean, if he wants to stay safe in the game, that's the best thing to do, and honestly, at this point, Donnie was the only one I liked, until the goodness happened. We'll get to that in a second, but basically, Zach's interview, that's like the funniest interview I've seen in Big Brother history by far. Just the funniest interview ever. When he tossed Fruit Loops up in the air to all of the house guests, that was absolutely hilarious. That was perfect closure for Zach. I love that. The Fruit Loop Dingus thing, always gonna love the Fruit Loop Dingus comments that he made. Always thought that was hilarious, and that just works so well in that scene. Just really, really funny stuff there. Really love that. So his interview with Julie was hilarious, and what are they talking about? Zanky is not the best showmans we've ever seen on this show. The best showmans on this show would either be Brenchel, not McCranda. Please, no, not McCranda. Brenchel or Gijo. You know, Jeff and Jordan or Brendan and Rachel. Those are the two. Stop calling it a showmance. It's a friendship between the two of them. The only showmance this season is Hayden and Nicole. They're the only actual showmance this season. Don't call it a showmance when it's a bromance. There's a difference, Big Brother. Seriously, there's a difference. And then, of course, it's time for, you know, I was really excited, really looking forward to tonight's episode because, of course, one member of the jury would be coming back into the house. Of course, we see Jocasta, Nicole, and Hayden back in the jury house. I'm happy to see that Nicole and Hayden have continued their relationship. I was wondering if they were going to. You know, Nicole was wondering if they were going to. Nicole wasn't sure if they were going to, but I'm glad that they decided to continue it because I like them together. I do. And basically what ended up happening was, you know, Julie tells all of them that this was the, you know, the final battle of the block. And honestly, for the final battle of the block, that was a really shitty final battle of the block. I really was not into the final battle of the block at all. And that was a really shitty way to end the battle of the block. That really shows how stupid the battle of the block really, really was. It really does. The good thing is that that is over. The double HOH twist is over. That means that things are going to get back to the way they should be, which I'm actually really looking forward to. So then we see the 4 jury members, you know, they come into the house, and Nicole actually said she's going after Christine and everything, so that made me really excited. And I like the way they did the jury competition this year. They did it differently than they did last year. Last year, if you guys remember, they had 2 competitions going on at once. They had the endurance competition with the remaining house guests, and they had the jury competition going on. So, you know, there was a lot of stuff going on there, and what ended up happening, basically, was, luckily, Nicole ended up winning. Jocasta was about to win. I was about to scream. Seriously, if Jocasta was won, I would have screamed, because what would she have done? What would she have done? Be best friends with Victoria? That's basically it. It's just be there for Victoria and be, as she calls it, Mama J. That's what she'd do. She'd be Mama J to everyone. So I'm glad Nicole won, because Nicole is definitely going after Frankie. She's definitely going after Christine. I really hope she's going after Derek, because I want to see Derek get targeted. Derek always controls things. And this was actually the first week that Derek didn't control anything, and he was kind of upset about that. So I'd like to see Derek once again not control things and actually leave because of this, because honestly, I'm getting sick of Derek, and now Nicole's back in the house, I really want her to win. I want Nicole to work with Donnie, and that's really what I want to happen. I agree with what Rachel said last week. You know, Rachel Riley, she was interviewed by Julie last week, and she said if Nicole comes back in the house, you know, she can patch things up with Christine, work with Donnie, and really cause some trouble. I could definitely see that. I really would like to see her go after Caleb. I would like to see her go after Frankie. I'd like to see her go after the big power players, definitely. I would really looking forward to seeing that, and I really am looking forward to seeing Nicole do a lot of damage control. That's going to be awesome, and I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And then, I love the ending with Julie doing the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. I'm not a huge fan of that ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, personally. I think it's sort of stupid, but, you know, even, it's a good cause and everything, so her doing that, I thought it was definitely funny, and I thought it was a fun way to end the episode. Now, in terms of who's gonna win HOH, Frankie luckily cannot play in this HOH competition. Worst case scenario, Derek wins HOH. I hope he does not go after Nicole. I'm pretty sure he's not going to, because Nicole is going to be pissed at him if he does. Because Nicole definitely seems like she's going to go in this game a lot more fierce. And she said that to Julie. She said she would play the game in a lot more fierce way. And I definitely feel Nicole and Donnie are going to work together. Definitely. I could definitely see that happening. They're best friends, so I could definitely see them working together. And as far as, you know, if Derek wins HOH, I think he's probably going to target Frankie or Caleb or something like that, because at this point, he has no choice but to target them. I don't think he's going to target Donnie, because I feel like Donnie, you can't target him. You don't want to, because he's a beast at competitions. You know he's going to win. And if he wants to get Nicole out, that's really a waste of his HOH. That's really really a waste of it. Do you really want to spend your HOH getting Nicole out? Really, I would be... If that happens, I'm going to never watch this show again. I'm serious. I'm never going to watch the show again if that ends up happening, because that'd be the stupidest thing ever. Who I really want to win is either Donnie or Nicole. Donnie has never won HOH. I'd love to see Donnie win HOH, especially with the double HOH twist over. It would be great to see Donnie win HOH and stay HOH, because the double HOH twist is over, and I'm very happy about that. So yeah, we're looking forward to the next few episodes of Big Brother, definitely. Overall, I was not a fan at all at this week until Nicole came back in the house. Honestly, this week this was me. Come on. This is boring. I swear, I could have taken a nap during these episodes. I didn't, because I have to review them to you guys. But if I weren't watching the show, I probably would have taken a nap, because that's how bored I was this week. This week, though, next week, I definitely feel things are going to get huge. Nicole is definitely going to stir up the house, and I'm really looking forward to watching her do a lot of damage control, definitely. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode. And this week in general. Are you sad to see Zach go? Yes, I am sad. Yes, I am sad. I am sad to see Zach go, but Nicole coming back is the best thing that's happened this season so far. How is Nicole coming back going to stir up the house? I really hope she wins HOH. I really do. She has a great winning streak, so I really hope that she continues to win HOH. That'd be great to see. And I really hope she goes after Christine. Who's gonna win HOH? Who are they gonna target? Things like that. What do you guys think of what do you guys think of the whole Christine Cody relationship? What do you guys think is going on there? What do you think of the Zingbot twist? I thought that was stupid in my opinion. What do you think of the demise of Zanky? I really don't give a shit about Zanky. I really don't. But that's it for my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys in my next video, which will probably be for another movie review. Don't quote me on that, but I will see you guys in my next video. By the way, guys, in case you guys are wondering, there's no Girl Meets World tomorrow. If you guys are wondering why there's no review, because there's no new Girl Meets World tomorrow. Disney just decided to. Alright, whatever, Disney. Disney does this. They like to have long hiatuses, so there's no Girl Meets World tomorrow. So yeah, but yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be for whatever I review next. Okay, bye.